Hey friends, we decided on this next level of the bike to tighten up the tank. And what we've done is put a nut that extends. It's sort of like for all thread, and then a full length thread here, and then we'll cut it off when we get it tight on both sides. This is locking nuts, so they stay in place. Clay's doing all the work, and we've got the clamp for this. We'll do that next. But that's what we're doing. This is what is that size? Is that 5/16 nut, and we'll tighten it up so it gets snug and pulls up good, and then we'll put the bracket here. At the same time, Drew is helping me with the rear tire, and we had to cut the bushing. We'll show you some of that. Okay, so what we've done so far is took the wheel off, finished up bolting up the tank, which that was quite harder than what we expected. We're going to cut these off yet, and then I'll get some paint for that. But we're putting in the sprocket on. We cut one of these in half and slipped it in, slipped it over, and over the center here, and it's right here. But when we noticed that we were going to have to drill out the edges of this rim here without actually hitting the rivets, which that's quite the challenge. So what we did is spun it around until we found a place where it would do what it needs to be done and not damage the wheel. And we made a pencil mark there so that when we are drilling, we would not be moving around hitting the wrong place. So that's what we're going to do next. Let me turn it off. There we go. All right. So what we learned that when we used that sprocket, that we needed to drill a little bit toward the center and have the sprocket sitting there, and then put bolts in it as we were doing it. It gave it more and more stability. So, well, we'll see how good it does. We may end up having to do it again. But right now, we pulled everything back off. We get ready to put the bushing on, and then we put the sprocket and the bolts back on. That's not the end of the story either, because then we have to go from the other side and try to see if all that drilling might need a little more. Lining that gasket up with that bushing. Right. Hold those. I can try it. I got a bunch of them, bro.
I'll hold the screws in. Can't imagine doing this with big hands. This one, here's the last one.
That dog likes barking when the film's on.
Can you smack that one in, or?
I can try, but that's just beginning. We got to do that these heavy things on there.
On the other side would be fine, but there you go. Right there. These
So far, so good. Okay. Now we got to do the.
Trying to keep from falling off though. We're fighting each other for space. Okay.
Now the washers and the nuts.
They're starting to fall out.
Oh, that's not good. Is there lock washers in that? Just lock nuts.
There's. So we have
Flat washer first, lock nut, and then
Yeah,
lock
lock
washer, and then lock the nut.
so this, yeah, and this. I'm gonna go ahead and put all the. We want it one by time. I don't want it falling out. I don't know if there's enough room for everything. Doubt it.
Well, you got a lot of squash room in there.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. You gotta have confidence in the ability of the Asian population to build things right.
I got the wrong one.
I ever tell you a joke about the Asian guy that went to the optometrist?
Got it.
He goes, I'll see if I can know how like people do. They'll talk real loud when they trying to make it understandable.
Yeah.
You go, you have a cataract. He goes, no, I have a Rinkin.
Here, we'll leave the bottom one for now, and we'll move to the one that you're going to design. Because the other two aren't going to come off. Keep it our own size.
The other Asian joke I remember was these guys were riding on a long, slow boat with all their cargo from whatever, say a jungle. And they had this Asian guy that was delivering drinks and food and everything. They'd always make fun of him. Hey, Dad, I got this. Hey, here's a short thing. You know, make fun of him constantly. Toward the end of the trip, they realized, you know, we need to treat him better. We need to apologize for how he's been treated. So they all said, hey, we just want to apologize for the way we've been treating you. And we just thought you should know that we really didn't, we shouldn't have treated you that way. So we're not going to do any more jokes on you. So the Asian guy goes, oh, also, dear. Okie dokie. No more joking, no more pee in the tea. Helps have the skinny hands, is that what you're saying?
Yeah, how big hands is going to be clean.
So, this size washers, the bigger ones?
Yeah, I'm definitely not on street there. Hold on. You just squish the bottom of that. Right here, what I think is. Oh.
I don't know what. I think you're okay.
Where'd it go? Right where your hurt finger is.
Yeah, I'm having a blast with my finger.
We can turn it. What? It'd be even further if you turn it.
Oh, they got one that didn't. Probably should turn the camera off so you don't have to watch every little bit. This is going to be tedious and slow.
Here, hold
So we've spent 20 minutes or so tightening up all that evenly, one side to the other, then just evenly down. It's really, really solid. Doesn't seem to be that much problem. Now we're putting that chain on that side so we don't have to mess around with it. But that's got to probably push out this way. And then when we get in here, we'll put the other chain on.
Gotta scoot back this way. That kickstand's gonna hold it up.
I'm trying to. Oh, it's not on the sprocket. Take it back in.
Hold on.
Just take it off the mat so I can get it on the sprocket. Alright, there we go. Ooh. Now the wheel's gotta go. You gotta get the top end and then the bottom. Get it up on top.
There we go.
And now you gotta ease it back.
Right there?
Yeah. Make sure the distance here is the same. I want to get some of those ones that you put in here and you adjust them back out here. I can see adjusting this off the own. No, that's supposed to be channel lock, but that's what they're doing.
I need another pair for that crescent wrench.
I'm here to tighten it on this side.
Back out this side, do that.
I need to tighten up this side. Don't have to get much tighter because we have to readjust after a bit. It's nice clean over here.
It's tight. I think no matter what, it's gonna run into that fender.
The motor sitting off to the side.
Yeah, we can't go too far that way. We actually probably should undo a master link and go underneath this. Because right now we're laying over the top of it.
We'll see. First things first, gotta get the motor in place.
I mean, unless the motor sits like way up here.
We'll see. Alright, that's about it for today. We'll go a little further later.